the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Enra Finance Minister Dr. K.S. Latoforsen de nani chire mu e wo mrahye badwam na ani nyina ne se na ebra so se Finance Minister represented the friend no mid-year budget statement san se afe ne fa ye de akogu aka efa na che se afe ni nyina akona wieye te ne di se fata se Finance Minister ba na obekere Ghana for no se omo befa eye abanwan free January edi ebesi July bosome no say no man si kasam ntotoye aye going forward edi anhyehyɛ ne ntotoye na aban edi egu akwan mu na ɛwɔ sɛ Ghana fo ete sansam yinya na in fact Finance Minister ansem odi to dwa no largely na o kyerɛ sɛ His Excellency Nana Addo ene na aban ya etwa mu koye no ɔmo anye bebi papa bia amfa mo my Ghana. Finance Minister Dr. K.S. Latoforsen ejina Nsem-Pii so ka kyerɛ Ghana fo sɛ 1. Public trust ya na wo ye sikasem tutuye mu no it was completely eroded because now the foundations of our economy are sinking deeper. 2. Finance Minister Kachire yen say budget deficit ya Akufo-Addo aban His Excellency jato ho no na abalun kosoro edientia is a reckless commitment and wasteful spending. 3. Dr. K.S. Latoforsen Kachire Ghana for say e kachichiri die ya oman adie nti the state was in insolvency. Ya say na ye sikasam tutuye no pempenso adru no ye ho hwienye yi edafom say tim apro atete apansam. Dr. K.S. Latoforsen train say Ghana balance sheet ya His Excellency Nana Addo jato na sebe ebu apache it has been paralyzed sebe ebu apache ya both private and a public sector nyina no just say it is nothing to write home about. Dr. K.S. Latoforsen Sakachre say there was huge mismanagement of public finances by the previous administration and no leading to devastating haircut. Ya e mu hihye baako a domestic debt exchange program. Ya just say pensioners before so ewu mu entino the domestic debt exchange program amfa so papa bia amfa mere wo men. Dr. K.S. Latoforsen be wie no say Euro bond bufu Ghana esan say Euro bond holders kra no na say omusika aban yi efedi. Dr. K.S. Latoforsen say chire mu say investor confidence etira say tim ema Ghana yem public debt edru unsustainable levels anu oman yi ahwe from say tim pro sansami nyina so painting a picture of doom and gloom about the previous administration and the kwan yo mofa so ja oman yi sikasem tutu ya. According to Dr. K.S. Latoforsen, the NDC has started from scratch and rebuilt Ghana's economy and finances because the previous administration left this country in tatters and in doom. Interestingly, International Monetary Fund Deputy Director Mr. Chobok also added an interesting report about where IMF reporter omudi abatuja ebra omu meeti Ghana's Finance Minister Dr. K.S. Latoforsen omu meeti the Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Siama omu meeti Ghana man panyini His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now report to say authorities in the Mahama government sees Akufo-Addo administration as having played the most vital role in stabilizing Ghana's economy. IMF report or say Mahama's government authorities sees Akufo-Addo administration as having played the most vital role in stabilizing Ghana's economy. IMF report. The IMF report had in say enkomodia omuni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and na baimu penifo a ehwe yesi kasam so ntotoye ensem a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene saa penifo no ka kire omo IMF ne sei omo die omo hunu sei eye His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo na administration atwa mu ko enna edin tintiman kase ewo nega na yensi kasam ntotoye a ejira ne nanso we nyame na meka. You can go to my Joy Online and Google. Sorry, ne bohoboya. The latest report by the International Monetary Fund on Ghana reveals that the new John Mahama administration acknowledges that the previous Akufo-Addo government played the most significant role in stabilizing the economy and laying the groundwork to address long-standing vulnerabilities in Ghana's economy. The Brofotenti nyina kire say IMF report to emprempren report kire say John Mahama na mamwo mpanimfo si omugitum say eye Ghana mampanyini dada na Nana Addo Akufo-Addo ne na ban ena dintintimai wo Ghana sikasem ane ejira ne naso na omonso ena atofa pempapa ene esiesie chimato a eto yensi kasam ntutuye emere bi enunti ama omu gina so esi wo saa fapem no so ama esi kasam ntutuye ejina brand nyame na meka IMF report neka. According to this latest IMF report, the new government has expressed strong support for reforms under the ongoing IMF-supported program initiated by the previous administration under His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo. The IMF stated that the authorities, into brackets, the finance minister, the Bank of Ghana governor, and the president see the latter, into brackets, Akufo-Addo government as having played the most pivotal role in stabilizing the economy and in providing a credible anchor to address long-standing vulnerabilities and buttress investor confidence. Enti ensem atofo se mo ka kire IMF and ensem atofo se beka na Ghana ma hye badwam esipai enhia babia. So the multi-million-dollar question is, why do these people tend to tell blatant lies to but tend to tell the whitish truth to foreign associations? Edi na basa say yen no yeto abadema womo omo ba no be din trachere but omo ko international organizations say IMF, World Bank, the Eurobond ni ade dia no maka no kura no trudo dia kire wo edi na basa because in someone Dr. Kesela to force and kind of na bedwam na wotie IMF report yen someone wo no ato force Bank of Ghana governor any John Mahama so ka kire wo no a it is a complete mismatch. They acknowledge the fact to say on paper, on grounds, the successes Ghana is talking now: 1, the stabilization of the cedi; 2, the building of enormous forest reserves; 3, the building of enormous gold reserves, and the rest is as a result of a proper foundation laid down by a previous government. Now, the IMF report quoted that authorities of the Mahama government told them that interventions such as the domestic debt exchange program is what is giving Ghana its physical space. Is what is giving Ghana its physical space. This same domestic debt exchange program, Dr. Kesela to force and for so be amaso. Akufo-Addo aban di pensioner sika ma bi mu wu ye no. Omu kwako ka kire IMF say ene Ghana physical space ya yenya no. It is as a result of this same domestic debt exchange program. My goodness. My goodness. The IMF report also revealed that the John Mahama authorities in the Mahama government also confessed that His Excellency Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's previous administration interventions, such as the building of enormous gold reserves, was a long-term intervention that has led to long-term economic strength and sustainability of the city gains. They also said that the debt restructuring initiative by the previous administration led to the enormous cancellation of several loans from the euro market from countries like China, Japan, Germany, etc., and has therefore contributed immensely to the building of Ghana's reserves and the improvement in the physical indicators, as the evidence suggests. Now, the falling of the inflation, they also confessed, is as a result of the gains the previous administration was making as a result of its debt restructuring model. This is all in the IMF report. Ghana's international reserves, the Mahama government authorities also told the IMF, Ghana's international reserves had been increasing even before the previous administration left office, thereby leading to the reserves we now have. This revelation comes just days after a heated exchange in parliament between majority and minority members of parliament over Ghana's recent economic gains, including declining inflation and a strengthening cedi. The opposition National Democratic Congress credits Ghana's recent macroeconomic gains to legacy policies initiated under President John Mahama, and not any gains got from the previous administration. NDC MP Eric Affo pointed to falling inflation dropping from 21.2% in April to 18.3% in May 2025, alongside a stronger cedi and improved fiscal indicators as evidence of Mahama's legacy. He attributed the progress to tight monetary policy, fiscal consolidation, and improved market confidence. However, NPP MP Kwadwo Oppong-Nkrumah challenged these claims, arguing that the recent economic strength is as a result of enormous work done by the previous administration. Other lawmakers echoed concerns about the sustainability of the gains. Energy Minister John Jinapor cautioned that while inflation has declined, prices are still rising, a case of disinflation, not deflation. Dr. Kabir Mohammed warned that the cedi's appreciation, driven by central bank interventions, creates an illusion of economic strength and contradicts market principles. He also disputed the improved debt to GDP ratio, attributing it more to debt restructuring than actual growth. He stressed that the current administration is reaping the benefit of reforms it did not initiate, but was initiated by the previous administration. To where the IMF fuanumu almost say, and Komodia, the Finance Minister Dr. Latofo-Sen, the Bank of Ghana Governor Dr. Esiama, the President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Diano, and someone penifue catch IMF on say, dear government, sees Akufo-Addo's administration as having played the most vital role in stabilizing the economy. Ya omoankasa no muton, omobobo nneoma no bia, abanda da no ye nei, omunya so mfaso, ebi ni dien, gold reserves, ebi ni dien, forest reserves, ebi ni dien, domestic debt exchange program. Ya according to omoankasa, enei ye bosia bebrebe no, euro market, euro bond twitwa bi mu, China twitwa bi mu, Japan twitwa bi mu, Germany twitwa bi mu, edi bo ahodo kyekyeye. Ye ne yamaga ne nya physical space. Omo ankasa no mu ton. And omo confess to the IMF and the IMF and release that part of the report. Em say jam omo tin someone Dr. Case Lato can na you omo bufu ye papa. So you can't be a chameleon like individual. Yeah, o can we or china no can we than one. May sure pass no ti and IMF release only this part of the report. Say Ghana phone tie someone. Mwakasa mo mpanifo ka kire yen na mo fa compense mo mo ka kire mo na mo hwe say eye asem kro no na mo ka because meaning pefe say IMF ka kire say the full report will be ready by the first week of August. Now, the source of this story, Isaac Kofi Ajayi, or a Joy News research, or a Joy News researcher, 25th of July, 2025. A bomb Joy Online, kakraka.
For Russia, now, okay, about say, Abaya is savings debris, yes, sir. Or say, Abaya is savings, that savings, Abaya, yes, but the savings, no, debris, because the industrial sector. Then the buyer bit be baby a human California dia na yet be more export na yenya obonisika ababehye mine na abo isika na ho bai ama isika na very resilient ama isika na very robust ama isika na nya hoden high stabilize. That is what the key things are me expect if you are buying, because also why is savings are savings, you know, savings should be channeled to places I bet you boy amenya hon faso anya side na kasi abregu ebio savings okay no I was a boama big push now was odeba big push now eba only road related, no big push, you know. I thought it was going to be diverse. Now we have a big push on one now, so you know, a road related pay about the roads and about bridges. It was an cancer phobia 82 here. I bet you once matter. I also roads no so or focus much our voter region and north region. And the yeah sector side or no Ashanti region no one yebri. This region one yebri. And no many se be bobri, but the person who say at least can on be no on be the road infrastructure now on my promise Ghana so on bayana. This is one of the key things that Mr. Okay. And I ebio the man san tia hamming a 24-hour economy. Scar 24-hour economy. Scar omuka so mo hia. No mo dia bo sa policy no bra. Okay say so omuka say omu hia $4 billion.
Yes.
No mo dia bo 24-hour economy no bra. So we're expecting something. The government say, okay, you're releasing $4 million, $4 billion, and I release this case. Never go pia 24-hour economy no. Ne intervene brand. But people said, wow, so for my care, these are some of the issues I found.
So Andrew can economic gains. Said if you say baby dollar no akwa kudu and for so idea ba at 10 years so what trade sector ho unim and yema ekoso but the phone so asha say kasa say dollar no ye pebia ye nya ba dollar rate no so no you see a 10 Ghana cedis na 11 Ghana cedis but anya sa na tie nti balance ne saying
wanda roma me kan pay a kire say I was said Ghana for natia say me obi enim say a businessman obi enim Ghana enti mejuba me ye no me ka kire mo the other time last 2 weeks or 3 weeks me asempa na joy ne edin komo and I make a say day before no me $6 almost about $200,000 for your business $200,000 you know at and look I no price no so there your penny baby again you say because your bank said you can provide this kind of money. Then we had no option than to go to the black market. Now you know almost about 13.6 at that time no
13.6
and no crap your brain for Yenya. Most 2 weeks ago, most now, Edna buying 8 meter and summer onion. All the interbank rate now, one now, so and I'm modern case, and on a rate I use, but Ubia unim or the foreign currency juma or the transaction, the Okumano, and him say, dollar any 10.4 that 10.5. Ubia. I mean, you know, it's an mistake of you know, almost that I'm one of Casa, the Opus, and then the credit $10 no, said the Omukasa, you know, yes, sir. Anyway, the bumpire say the Omopaso Omocheno, and yes, that's in Pabo. But here they said that, you know, and this are if you want to mean Casa, or the and name want to be a Yatiso, and because you have to the Maninaso. You are Tigana, and this is one promise, yes, on bar cement, on metal cement. So,
yes.
Yeah, for so much cement, there was a charge fee via Omutua port, if you know, clinker fumigation fee. Yeah, for so I buy my buying if you send a bear and car. A bit me a cement sorting. It was still another port charges also.
Me guys at a point in time, because you were a KTM. So more than ba regulate prices or cement sector.
Price control, but me can say a buy way buy. Yeah, if fumigation charge a free home. And you charge a free home, but the main port charges in there, other import taxes, you know, it goes over. It is cement bono, and you see, about 50 cities, you know, cement goes to Jira, maybe Jirana. It goes to Jira around 120, around 110, and to be, and then 130. And to be my fault. It's as I say, Nema Omugusu Tono, Omukademan Bibri, Omodia Cement, the work traffic, no deba. Now import charges into the air how and a VAT and go for tia as so. When you say averagely VAT is 12 average more than 15%. Yes, sir. Ghana, your VAT put it together about 22%. Inti America say ko ba abeye me you know we expecting say ko ba VAT so grab about 15%. Then go for one here ngakra. Onye sadi we. Port charges until so. And the men na nema conform be said omu bom with him kasa nema conform. Uko jaso now got a body betim back we say now check got and the Oko village got so we are fufu. And now we be in class them. Debi. It me hunu sakwa. Me hunu say said omu kasa and nema conform no. It is just exaggeration. They are exaggerating there. As I'm not I say stabilization of the city no we I mean, for now, no, it has not been bad. And yet, bad at the area, no. But the bumpire saying artificial, they say, I buy $2. Is it a cry up the good reserve, no? And also $2. What when no, I said, because I can say, Hura, and to force is a guy you. Or say, or no, as finance minister, we take a say, Yanni be a very good for you, be a Yanni.
Pa.
Nagana ha one that and Namaka said number and this year one party on the Babema only a PR and settings or propaganda qua in some on the car almost and Tono Moody Nagana Bobity in Guano way. Young him said, see the no I say no it's in the moment be so. One of them